Better scramble like an egg before you get folded like an omelet, nigga. Hey.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, to catch you from Demon Shinobis. How y'all doing? So, I have seen pretty much a couple of bad reviews in this game. I've seen a lot of people upset and all that, and so I just wanted to give my 2% and also more of an honest review to it, where it's more of a Devora's advocate kind of a review. I'm going to say the bads, the goods, and everything else from my experience and from the experiences that I've seen from other people play the game. And also on top of that, they're just the good vibes that I got from it. So the game that we're talking about right now, I mean, you've already seen it, is Gotham Knights. Gotham Knights is a traditional, I just want to give you the hands. I want to give you the ones. And it is a beat 'em up with a splash of, detectiveness and traversal. But the main premise of the game is go to this location, beat the living ever breaks off of this person, go to this location, beat the living ever breaks off of this person. And I mean, to most, that's not an interesting gameplay mechanic for to me. It's a great game for stress relief. And it's a game that I can definitely get behind of someone just going out of a hard day at work, coming home just to be one of their favorite DC characters from the Arkham series and just pumping the brakes off of somebody, which is actually kind of amazing. You get to play as 4 different characters, such as Nightwing, Red Hood, Robin, and Batgirl, the original Bat family. But in this story, there's a twist where Batman is officially killed throughout the whole entire story. So it's up to the 4 Bat family members to survive and also protect Gotham without Batman. As you progress the game, you're going to get loot, you're going to get statuses, you're going to pretty much get everything you normally would get like in MMO beat 'em up kind of game, to survive and increase your skills while also getting stronger. I 100% love that mechanic where, you start off weak and then grow up to be something strong where you could just go on to be a one-man army, which is the greatest thing to me, is that kind of story build. And it is not that easy to, do that. Now, let's talk about the negatives of this game. This game is, it's very clunky here and there. I haven't really had that much frame rate, loss through my gameplay. Not that I've noticed too much. And I mean, I've only encountered like a couple bugs, me clipping through a wall when I, grapple hook into it, or me going into, one of the areas and I first spawn from the ground and then, teleport up or levitate up, or the one where you see Red Hood's laces on his jacket just be fully erect as he's running around, and also in cutscenes. So there's not that much like craziness that you will see. I mean, that I know of. But those are good things to recommend because those are glitches that are happening. Again, no game is not going to have glitches. But each character, though, flipping the story back to one of the goods, has their own unique style of play. And it makes it really, really fun and interesting to play because you get to fill out who you really like the best. Robin is the typical assassin dealing with hiding in the shadows, taking people out, stealth killing them, and just knocking them out with the bow staff, while also pulling up huge combos when in combat. Nightwing is the support and kind of the tank of the group, where he's out there supporting and healing everybody and, trying to make sure that everyone's healed and buffed with defenses, while also doing a lot of damage and trying to get more attention onto himself while also aiding. He's mainly pretty much the support role of the game, which is a good character to play as if you're playing solo. Red Hood is our glass cannon rogue kind of person. He predominantly deals with shooting and blasting more than, getting down with his hands, as in in the comics. But he also does a lot more damage than all the other characters. But the problem is he has a very minuscule kind of healing. Lastly is Batgirl. Batgirl is all about brutal strength and survivability. She has the ability to revive herself if she ever goes down. She has multiple ways to heal herself. She can heal even times that she beats up a person. It's a lot of healing for her, and she's the best character, I would say. If you're playing by yourself, she's your best bet. Getting her leveled up in the right ways, you can pretty much, use her to solo the game. But you're wondering why do you keep saying healing? Why do you keep saying, healing and all this other kind of stuff? Well, this game is an inspired Dark Souls kind of style. You get 7 healings, 10 escapes, and that is it. Once you run out of healing, that's it. The only way you can get healing is either A, by beating a mini boss, B, going to one of the medical stations with one of the people that you can talk to. I think her name is Jay Thompson, but you can get a medical pack from her, or going back to the Belfry and restarting the night. It is a very rogue style kind of gameplay style. You go out on the patrols, do as much as you can, come back, equip better gear, equip better loot, and then go back out there and do it again. And that's the thing about it that a lot of people don't like. That's where they're going for, and that's what they didn't market this game for, and that's why so many people are upset with this game. Gotham Knights is a beat 'em up roguelike style gameplay. You go in, beat up a couple of objectives, do this, do that, and then once you get your gear and loot, then you go back to the Belfry and equip that gear that you just got and upgrade everything. And then you just go back out and do it again. And that is the roguelike style. The better your equipment, the more damage and more things you could do out there in the patrols, and the more things you could do. It's that never-ending loop, and it's very well made. The story of the game, I love it to death because of the fact that it is very, very, very hard to tell someone that is a huge DC fan, Batman is gone. And all that is left are the Bat Family. And it may be controversial, but not everyone, cares that much about the Bat Family. I mean, if you ask someone just about DC, they'll tell you about, Batman, but they won't be able to mention off, all the other ones. I mean, Tim Drake's, Robin was the best Robin to me in this story. And I made him a lot in this gameplay. And that's the reason why, like I said, a lot of people don't even get to know these characters. They don't even know them. And this is a great way to put them out on display for them to see. Like, I didn't even know about Tim Drake until I played this game. And I had to look him up and everything. He's the third Robin and everything else like that. I knew about Jason, who is Red Hood. And I knew about Richard, which I'm not going to say his real name because, YouTube. But I knew about them, but that was the whole entire thing that I didn't know. So this game opens up, new horizons to look back into comics and also to get a new love and feel about these characters. Now, will I say that this game is game of the year? No. Will I say this game is, a must buy? Not necessarily. This game is definitely a game that if you see it on sale, get it. If you have friends that can play with you, definitely get it. This game thrives the most out of its co-op gameplay. Co-op campaign. Sorry about that. With that being said there, this is another gripe that I had to add is the campaign. The game should have a 4-player co-op. That is literally what I wish that this game had. And it doesn't. They're planning on putting 4-player missions later down the line, but right now this game is strictly just a co-op game. You and a buddy can play the main story all together, and that'll be it. But that right there limits this game so much. Because if every member of the Bat family could be together playing this game, oh my god, this game would be so immaculate. It's just downright the best that you'll ever have. And that's just, there's no words to explain how awesome that would be. So, again, I don't know if they will ever hear about this, if they will ever look into hearing what I'm saying about this game. But definitely, without a doubt, Warner Brothers, if you get a chance to talk to the people that made Gotham Knights, tell them put in a 4-player patrol. That will make this game so much better. And also on top of that, they're, adding players to the game just makes it more, more difficult, because adding the more levels of difficulty to the people. But it's a really fun game, and it has a lot to it. I just wish that it had more. A lot of people will compare this game to Arkham City. No. Is it Arkham City? Arkham Knights. It's one of the original Batman games. Which, I'm all down for it, really and truly. Because it is one of the predominant Gotham games out there. But to compare those games to each other, it's just really, 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 really hard. You can make a game as good as you can, but you can't make something that just felt nostalgic and just on that kind of storytelling. Now, on par with story, again, I do really like the story for Gotham Knights. The whole Court of Owls and every other villain that's added into this has a nice spin and a nice, junction to it. And it really, really, really fits well. Gotham always feels like, it's inhabited. There's people, you're not alone. You're not in an empty space. And it feels like there's always something to do. And Arkham Knight, there was a lot of, it was a lot of empty space. There wasn't that much, going around. The animations was fine. The story was amazing. And they made Batman, a badass, which he is. But that's the thing about it, though. It just felt like it was just Batman's story. It was just Batman. There was nothing flavorful to anyone else. There was no lore to Gotham. There was no build to Gotham. It was just Batman beating the living breaks out of every villain that he goes across. The Nemesis was there, but that's really just not that much to go with. And, to be fair, that's just my opinion. But I digress, because I can go for hours on hours of ends on talking. And you know what? That's something that we can all do in the comments. Like when you watch this video, like and put down what you think, what's your favorite Batman, what you think about this game, your wordings on this. Because again, I would love to hear your feedback about it. Like, let's have a discussion down in the comments. I do answer my comments all the time. It's not a problem with me. And trust me, whatever you guys have to say, nothing you can say that can offend me. But I want more people to put love into these games, because again, these games take a lot of time to put in, a lot of work to put in, and they take so much effort to try to make something great. So if you haven't heard anything about Gotham Knights, or if you have Gotham Knights on your playlist, I really recommend you give this game a chance. I really think that you should sit down and actually talk to your friend groups about it and play it together. You guys will definitely enjoy it, and there's a lot of playable replay value to it. And there's a lot of playable content in the game also, especially with all the games that are coming out this year. The year's almost over. There's not that much to play. This is a good game to get out there. If anything, it's a whopping good 6.5 out of 10. It's a really decent game. It has good value, and it's worth your time. I wouldn't recommend just going out to buy it. I recommend you to discuss with your group and your friends and all that kind of stuff. Unless you're a solo player, then if you're interested in Batman and all that kind of stuff, and you're liking, anything Arkham Knights, this is a good game that can scratch that itch. It's not the best, but it's at least a decent one. But other than that, I mean, all I can tell you is you're definitely going to enjoy it. And also, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. Again, I work on these videos a lot. I try to get them done as quickly as possible. I'm sorry for my uploads not being, constant, but I'm doing my best. I mean, I try as best I can because I do work a lot, and I want this to be my normal job for you guys. So, again, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Other than that, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.